then. We haven't been here for a while. Because as always, I don't keep my promises. That's just how it is, I suppose. Well then. So yeah. We are on. Hooray. Okay, looks good, I would say. We will see. Okay, looks good so far. Hey Leah, welcome. When I have you here, how's the sound? I'm not sure. I haven't done this for a while. Hey Alyssa, welcome. Oh dear, I haven't done this for a while. Of course, because okay, it's good, awesome. Of course, because I don't keep promises in terms of streams, which is kind of sad. Hey Kira, welcome. Yeah, I know I promised I will be doing another read-along as soon as possible in the last stream. Unfortunately, things got a bit busy, let's say, and I didn't have time to actually sit down and do a reading stream. Also, I was kind of battling with my throat as usual because I'm just not used to speaking for too long, which is kind of bad because on 12th of June I have my finals, like big finals, the bachelor's degree finals, and I will have to be talking a lot. I'm on one hand, I am excited that it's going to be over. On the other hand, I am not so stoked about it, let's say. But hey, hopefully it's going to go well. Good luck, I hope you do well. Thank you. I will need all the luck that can happen. Well, like, it's not the last instance, let's say, because I can do there is another option to do the exam in September, but obviously I'm going to be paying for that, and it's going to mess with my study schedule and all that stuff. So fingers crossed, hopefully it's going to go well and well in June, and then I will be at peace. That sounds like I'm going to die, but hopefully not. Good luck with these exams. Thank you. As I said, it's going to be very necessary. Yeah, I wanted to do stream yesterday, but we had kind of celebratory weekend this week, because I'm not sure if it's a thing in other countries, but here in Czech Republic, when your name comes up in the calendar, you have like a little celebration. It's like a small birthday, but obviously it's not birthday, but something similar. It's like a name day or something like that. So it was mine on Friday, and we have that here. Okay. I wasn't sure if it's like only Czech thing or if it's something other countries have as well. And then so we were celebrating that on Saturday, and on Sunday my cousin had birthday, so we went out with them because they invited us out for dinner. So my social battery was like on the floor and I had a headache, so yeah, it didn't happen yesterday, unfortunately. We don't have that in Germany. I believe we don't have that in the UK. Okay. Okay, so some countries have that, some don't. I kind of understand that the English-speaking countries probably don't have that, especially like US, because the the names that sometimes appear there are weird. Those countries are too fancy for that. I don't know. Where are you from, Leah? I'm thinking if it's not, if it's just like a Slovan thing. Yes, how are you all? I'm also curious. Serbia, yeah. So it could potentially be like Slovan and like Balkan thing. That would make sense. Where did you get that idea? What idea? So yeah, I'm also battling headaches quite often during this year. I don't know why. Like I've never suffered with headaches before, or not as much as right now, but it's horrible. It's always in the same space, like here in the back of my head on one side, and it's super annoying. I don't know if it's just because I'm like too exhausted socially, or if it's just because there's too much noise around me. Get that one ear piercing. I'm not sure if that would help. You can't German are too fancy. No, that was a joke. That they are too fancy to celebrate like a name day. It's okay. So yeah, I'm streaming now after a long time. I always say I want to stream more often, but then something comes into it and then I can't. Well, it is what it is. I want to stream at least like once a week or something like that, but just not possible. And I always last like an hour at most because my throat starts to hurt. Also, speaking of, before I forget, I was voicing the second part for the Kugu Inoshiba, the hiking trip stuff. So that's going to be coming out on Wednesday. I also have the second part of the TikTok trends prepared for Saturday, and then I will see. I need to focus more on the exam questions. But hopefully, like, I remember a lot, especially from the subjects that we had this year. So hopefully that's not going to be so bad. And I remember the specialized subjects, like the criminology, criminalistics subjects we had. So that's good. I just, two of those I don't remember. The ones was toxicomany, and the second was, how would you call it in English? Weapons and ammunition, or something like that, I would say. So those two I don't really remember because I didn't go there for them because they were boring. But and the toxicomany, or whatever would that be translated to, was taught by a person who was transphobic. So that also wasn't the greatest. So I opted not to go there because I was not going to listen to him. Streaming takes a lot of energy. It's not even like about taking a lot of energy, but just like getting ready to sit in front of the camera. That's the worst part. Did I miss a video? I got something new to watch then. I was talking about the last two videos, I believe. the TikTok trends and the Gugu Inushiba from last Saturday. I'm thinking how to translate it. It's like drugs and toxicomany. Like we were talking about, I don't know, steroids and dealing with drugs, because that was for the, like the criminalistics / criminology is a added part to the safety management that I'm studying. And it's more focused on like police and the praxis of police. So there was a lot of these kind of practical subjects, let's say. So yeah, that was just a subject focus on drugs and steroids and all that kind of stuff. Like the subject itself was interesting, but I just refused to listen to that teacher. It was toxicomania. Okay, Google says it's addiction. Maybe. Yeah, like drugs and addictions. Maybe. I guess it could work. Yeah, so that was the subject. Yeah, so I don't remember much from that, even though I did a not thesis, essay. I did essay on that. Yeah, so where was I? Yes. So I don't remember these subjects, but from the others I think I remember quite a lot. So hopefully that's going to go easier, the learning. Why are you learning about that? As I said, because I have the focus of this, or not focus, like an added thing to my major, which is safety management. We could choose a minor, I guess, which I chose the criminalistics and criminology. And when we finish the bachelor's degree, we get like a certificate that we also finished the added part, the criminalistics and criminology. So we could technically have a slightly better chance of getting to police force if we wanted to go, or like be part of not like the police that patrol the streets, but rather the criminalist or the criminalistic department of police. So if we wanted to go that route for our future job, we could have potentially like a better chance of getting that place or that job. Hello, Milena, welcome. I think Germany has a different school system. Yeah, definitely. After elementary, you have to choose your job path for high school and you learn to do the job. I mean, you can do that in Czech too, or in Czech Republic too. It depends on if you want to choose or if you don't want to choose yet. I think that's a thing that not many other countries have, if any. We have a like sort of special high school, which it's called gymnasium, but it can't be translated because gymnasium is something else. But it's basically a high school sort of where you can go after 5th grade, 7th grade and 9th grade. If you want, usually if you want to go to university, or if you don't really know what you want to do, so you go on this gymnasium and you have either 8, 6 or 4 years of sort of high school combined with elementary school, and it doesn't have a like focus. So you are still learning like these overall, you are still learning overall knowledge. And then you can decide where to go after that. But the disadvantage is you have to go to university from this type of school. So I had to go to university because I went to the 6-year-long gymnasium. Because when you finish that, you only have like the high school graduation without any focus. So you are practically nothing. And you don't know anything from any specific part of job, any job. So if you go to gymnasium, you have to go to university. I went there because I had absolutely no idea what I want to do. So I gave myself a few more years to decide, which is funny because I still don't know what I'm going to do. Exactly what I'm talking about. For example, I study banking and insurance. Like very prospective job opportunity, definitely, like insurance especially, but I would never go that route. That would kill me. Hello, welcome. We are talking about school. Yes. We probably have different kinds of gym because mine is easy. Yes, gymnasium is type of school. Yes. That's what I'm saying, because you can't really translate it as gymnasium because that's something else. Yeah, so it is what it is. So I'm still technically nothing. Even after all those years of school and studying, I'm still nothing. I'm going to have a midlife crisis at 24. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, as I said, it is what it is. I have to finish at least this one because I can't afford to botch this up again. I already messed up one school, so I really need to finish this one. Yeah. That's exactly the issue. That's why I said that I'm not sure if any other countries have this type of school, because you can't really translate it. So, yeah. Well, anyway, enough of depressing topics as school. Another depressing subject. I'm trying to look for work. And it's not going well. It's funny because like I'm trying to find something what would be in like my expertise from the school, like the safety management type of thing. But unfortunately, it seems like there aren't any available jobs for this kind of focus, which is sad. So so far I'm kind of opting for choosing human resources, which I think could be an interesting career. The problem is that I'm not good at communicating, but my potential future employers don't have to know that. Yeah, we will see about that. I have to leave soon for school. Okay. Yeah, so I've been looking for like answering ads for jobs or part-time jobs in my case for the last week or something like that. So far I got one response, which is kind of sad because, like, I don't understand this. They have, as if it was some like great thing, that they will respond in 2 weeks time. So in 2 weeks you should get a response if they like invite you to an interview or not. However, a lot of them also have a disclaimer in the ad that says, like, we keep the right to not answer or not contact the people who we don't think are a good fit for our company. So no, you are waiting 2 weeks and you don't know if they just didn't get to respond or if you aren't like accepted because you don't fit. Like, is it such a problem to write 2 sentences into an email to say, sorry, we don't think you are a fit for the company, good luck somewhere else? Like, is that such an issue to do that instead of ghosting you, basically? Job market. See you, Zavi. Heavy Zavi. Not sure how to read your name. Jobs are so tough to get in this year. It feels like getting harder each year. Yeah. And the funniest thing is that the older generations always says that we young don't want to work. Like, yes, we want to work. We are just not given the opportunity to work. And it's not fair. Yeah, so I suppose we will see. I even took a picture of me for the resume, which I never did before. Because I don't like to show my face to anyone until we meet face to face. But I really need a job. Like, 3 of my 4 main hobbies are expensive as hell, and I really need money right now. I'm kind of aiming for the broke territory. Not only that, the economy is so bust. Yeah, that too. That too, unfortunately. It's not easy. It's not easy to be young these days. Like, on one hand, we have more opportunities, like more kinds of jobs available, I would say. But on the other hand, it's harder to get them and actually like live off the salary from them. Okay, enough of depressing topics. I actually wanted to... Okay, last thing. If you haven't seen the community post yet, I put the bracelets, the Pride bracelets, on my shop. So in case you are interested in getting yourself some very casual and subtle Pride bracelet, you can do so on the link I posted on community tab. Obviously, there is no pressure to buy anything. It's just that I have this hobby and I don't know, maybe someone could enjoy the results of my work. So in case you are interested in that or you know someone who might be interested, you can check it out and share. Inflation, yes. I want fun, but I got no pounds. Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. Like, I'm not expecting all of them to sell out. Like, not at all. I will be glad if I sell 1 or 2 beside the one Hannah wanted. So I actually made one for them today. They wanted the non-binary one. So I have it here for them prepared. I'm broke as a joke. I am too. That's why I'm trying to sell them. No, seriously, it's okay. Like, absolutely no pressure to buy anything. You can think of it as a merch for the channel, so like absolutely no pressure for this. Okay, what I wanted to do is to make order in those things, which are my notebooks, and which I just pushed in there without any order. And there's a lot, like a lot. So I kind of want to make order in them. Yeah, because each of them are either focused on a story or a certain story that I never finished, or it's a mix of everything. And I want to know what I have here. I spent all my money on manga the other day. Where do you think these all come from? Oh, by the way. Oh. I got myself, I'm not sure if there are any JJK fans out there, but I got myself some second-hand figures, my first ever figurines, like anime figurines. And like they were for less than half the price what they are in a normal store. And they are like in perfect condition, except Geto is kind of floating on one end. But they are really pretty for that price. Like how much would that be in dollars? I don't know, 15 maybe for one. Yeah, about that, maybe a bit less. When normal price is around 30 and maybe a little bit more. So yeah, I'm very happy about these. My favorite boy. I would like Gojo, but hey, I will take what it's given to me. Also, my new hyperfixation. Yeah, it's not visible because it's flipped. But if any of you are watching or reading Windbreaker, please be my friend. I'm still waiting for the rest of the manga to come in. Those of you who follow me on the reaction channel probably know that I revived it with Windbreaker. And so far I'm blown away because it's such a good story. And it has a lot of parallels with Haikyuu, like character-wise, even though it's not a sport manga. So if you are looking for something new, exciting to read/watch, I highly recommend because it's awesome. Like Sakura, the main guy, is incredible, and the art style is really pretty. The character design is really pretty, and the story, even though at the beginning it seems like it's going to be this like mindless, brainless fun, it's actually really thought-provoking in terms of like psychology of characters and storytelling and all that stuff. So give it a read, give it a watch. It's amazing. It has my stamp. As I said, it's my new hyperfixation, and I don't know if I can say unfortunately or fortunately, it has me in a very similar grip Haikyuu had me on the beginning, which I don't know if I should be happy about or not. I am happy about it because it means the story is good. I am not happy about it because it means that it's going to consume me whole, and I don't know what to do with that. Like, even though it's kind of popular, the fandom is really small so far at least. But So it means that there's not a lot of merch, at least not yet, because they are creating it for now, because the anime is out very shortly. It's on 7th episode, I believe. So there's not much merch yet, which is kind of frustrating because for once my favorite characters aren't side characters. But there still won't be in a lot of merch. And, I'm kind of salty about it, but we will see. Maybe in like a year or two, when the manga gets more popular and the anime gets more popular, it's going to get better with the merch stuff. We will see. So that's where my money went this month. I gotta go, see you. Bye, Kira. Inumaki looks so cute. He is very cute. The anime is so sick. Is the manga even better? And Sakusa is such a sick ship. Agreed. I think we talked about it together on Twitter, or is that someone else? I believe it's you, right? I've so far read the first volume, and I don't know if my opinion is anything to go by. The manga seems awesome. Like the motions are converted really well. So yeah, give it a read. Yes, it is you. Okay, goody. Agree. Like Sakuso is, mwah. Oh, something. I tried to make me even more broke. No. That's not my. That's not my goal. I'm just saying that there is this option to watch/read. Yeah. So that's my recommendation. I actually started a manga-focused TikTok account some time ago. Not sure if I'm going to post it at some point on the community tab or somewhere, but from what I've seen, like a lot of people are buying Windbreaker right now, which makes me happy because it's a really good story. Is there any online manga? Where I live, there is barely any bookstores and little manga. The place I found the most manga was my school library. I mean, if you search enough, there's eventually going to be online version of anything. It's not going to be official release. It's not going to be official translation, because the people who do those or who work on those sites just scan the Japanese manga and then translate it. It's like fan translation. So it's not always like the best translation there are, but you can definitely read it online. I'm not going to be putting out any specific sites because that's illegal. And I'm not going to be touching that wasp nest. But there are definitely sites that you can check out. My school librarian bought manga because a lot of us asked for them. Good for you! I don't think our library has any any manga. Not even like school library, but our town's library probably also doesn't have any. And if yes, it's probably in Czech, and I firmly refuse to read the Czech translations because they are horrible. It makes looking for manga a bit more difficult, but yeah, I'm not going to be reading the Czech translations. I will rather starve for manga content than read the Czech translations. Fortunately/unfortunately, I found out that the biggest bookstore in our country which is like 30 minutes from where I live by public transport, I think I talked about it last time, has quite a wide selection of manga. What I found out, fortunately, or kind of fortunately, is that the manga is overpriced as hell in the physical stores. So I'm more buying from online stores. The bad thing is that I do realize that when I go to physical store, I will have that manga on me the moment I buy it. Whereas even in the online store that's based in Czech Republic, I have to wait at least a week before they even send it out. I actually ordered the Windbreaker mangas from 2 different stores based in Czech Republic. One order had volume 2 and volume 4, and the second one has volume 3 and volume 5, because it was cheaper like that. And I'm still waiting for them 2 weeks later, and it's pissing me off. It's so annoying. We have Attack on Titan, Blue Lock, Haikyuu, My Hero Academia. Damn, that's a good selection for a library. I like that. She's also my German teacher. Also, fun fact, the German manga is much cheaper in Czech Republic than the English one, which I find kind of funny. It's like sometimes even half the price of the English ones. I don't know why, but like the German translations are pretty good from what I've discovered throughout my boys love journey. It was like, I don't know if it's visible, but after I reorganized the BL mangas, but the second row, the one that's just barely visible, is mostly in German, and even like the Tsukume Megume, the black ones, are in German. I'm reading it with translator because I don't speak German that well, but the translations are pretty good, and they have, in terms of BL, they have much wider selection than the English translations, which I find really interesting. Because I've seen the German translations that, or manga in German, BL manga in particular, that I've never seen in English. And also, if you are impatient, it's also an option to buy the German release, because they usually are done sooner than the English releases, which is funny. So that's how I got Megume and Tsukume Volume 4 like 3 months before the English release. Same, even in the UK, German is cheaper. I mean, it's probably because it's less convenient than the English one, because not that many people speak German across the globe. Yeah, so that's just my 2 cents to buying manga. Yeah, I will much rather read German translation than submit myself to reading Czech translation. Ugh, horrible. Anyway, so what do we have here? Okay, this is the thing is, I always make one of these like little notebooks to be for one specific story, and then I put like 4 pages of text on there, and then I abandon it, which is kind of sad, but okay, this one is for one of the stories I would like to see published one day, and which I didn't work on for the last at least a year. just stars align us, so I'm keeping this one. Of course, I'm keeping all those, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Oh hey, I have Woomtober here. Woomtober prompts. I could actually use some of those when I think about it. I did one for last year when I did the theme months. I did the Nightmare November. I took one of those, which was oh yeah, the shaking hands for Kyohaba. It was the gacha video with when Yahaba had Nightmare. But technically, I could work with those at some point. I have so many Womp prompts to work with. It's not even funny because I still don't know how to put it into the storylines. But when I take a look at these, I think some of them could work in the storylines too. Catch. No. Like gotcha. Like have you. Got you. Gotcha. Oh, speaking of gacha, Withering Waves are going to be released in 2 days. Very unfortunate timing for me. However, I do want to play it, at least to see what it's going to be like. You used to play gacha too. I do play gacha. I play Genshin, and I play something called New Carnival, like NU Carnival, which if you are under 18, don't check it out just yet. However, if you are over 18, go take a look. It's very interesting one. It's on mobile. You have to search through Google because it's not on App Store, obviously. But it's very interesting, and the character designs are beautiful. And you can survive there without spending anything. It's a good game. I was a gacha kid back in the day, at a time in my life. So carefree and clueless about the world. Weren't we all? Weren't we all? Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, so I was using this one to write Woomtober stuff. Oh, I could do the Anotana one when I think about it as a one-shot. Ooh, I have 2 Anotanas for one-shot. That could work potentially. And I have it written, so I would just have to voice it, which would be fun. Okay, what is this? Oh, it's English. Oh, interesting. English for safety management. Fun. Yeah, so this is pretty much Woomtober stuff. What is this thing? Oh, that's for Bond. Oh yeah. Oh, because I had it. Yeah, because I had it with me in Vienna one year. Right. So this is for Bond, which I should finish, but I still didn't get to it. What is this? Oh, okay. This is the Anotana, the longest video I ever made, which is, just thinking about it makes me want to be really lazy, because just thinking about rewriting it and voicing those 40 minutes, it's horrifying. The best way to get ideas is to look at old stuff. That's how I get more ideas. Oh yeah, definitely. I spent more time than I would like to admit by going through old stuff and all the ideas that I wrote down, like the outlines, just to get some inspiration. Okay, wait a second. I thought the cat wanted to make an appearance. Apparently she doesn't want to. Because her voice would be gone. It is going to be gone. And my eyes are going to be gone, because rewriting that, it's going to be a nightmare. Like, obviously, I love that video. I'm very proud of that one. But writing it again is going to be so much pain. I have to find a way to, like, do it somewhat else, because that's not going to be possible. Or I will be rewriting it for 2 weeks. Okay, so Wombtober stuff. Goody. What is this one? Stars align us. Yes. The beginning. That's actually, fun fact. The Stars align us, the first story I thought of that I would love to finish and get published one day. It was formerly a Semishira idea. Okay. Tak pojď. Pojď, žvíže, pojď. Pojď, ukaž se. Okay, we will see if she will want to come out or if she's just going to be lying there. Yeah, I wanted to say I would turn the camera, but no, I won't turn the camera because there's a lot of mess next to me, so you don't have to see that. Yeah, so that story used to be or started as Semishira idea for one zine, which unfortunately crashed on the fact that the mod was a thief. So fortunately I didn't get into it. But yes, what used to be a Semishira idea for like a 1K fic turned into a whole blown story, or should and could potentially turn into a whole blown story. What is this one? That's not it. That's not stars. What is this one? Oh yeah, that's the What Hurt series. Right, Kyohaba and King Kuni. Right. And Yakulev. This used to be a time where I was writing all my videos by hand and then rewriting it into the app. You ever have a pile of clothes that don't want to put in the closet, but also not dirty enough to put in the laundry, and end up on your bed or chair? What do you think the mess is? Obviously. Well, not entirely. There's clothes, there are boxes, stuff you don't need to see. Oh yeah, Anatana facing your fears. Kogakoshi facing your fears. Oh, roommate's Big Bang for Aofuta. Oh yeah. These are all written by hand because I was dragging the notebooks into school, so instead of listening to the lecture, I was writing. As a good student should, of course. Okay, what is this one? Oh my god, White Storm! That was my first mystery story. And I lost everything I've written for it because the site I wrote it on got deleted. I could actually go back to this. This is back in a day where I was still doing notes in Czech instead of in English. Like, the story was in English, but can you not? Můžeš to nechat. I would love to show you what she's doing right now, but no, I'm not going to turn the camera. But she's lying in front of the door on her back and trying to get under the door with her paws. It's kind of hilarious. Okay. Co chceš? Prostě musíš mít tu skříň otevřenou, viď? No. Bože. Zvíře, zmiz. Once again, rip wit. Yes, unfortunately. Ooh, Monster Hunters. That was my first serious story in English. That was actually a second mystery. I could actually do something about this. Theoretically. Prompts, and that's it. Yeah, seems like it. Okay. Carry on. Mess. I still don't fully understand why it could shut down. I kept on hearing different reasons. I actually have no idea either, very conflicting stories. I don't know, like, my personal theory was that they just couldn't keep up with the cost of keeping the app alive because there wasn't any, like, premium feature, let's say. They weren't putting ads into it to pay for it, and there wasn't anything you could pay for to get, like, some premium features. So they, in my opinion, they were probably struggling with cost and just decided to shut it down. Because the app that I'm using right now, Chatty, has an option to buy, what do they call it, balloons, I believe, that you can give to the creators you like to support them. But obviously you are giving the creators much less than what you pay for the balloons. So the app is surviving through that. It's being paid for through this. So I don't think Chatty is going to be shutting down anytime soon. Fingers crossed. I need that. I still have the app on my phone, even though I can't use it. Yeah. Wait to character AI. new entertainment for me. I tried character AI for a while when I got really lonely. I spent like half a day talking to Nanami. That was fun. Actually, the bot brought me to some ideas for JJK fanfiction. So, thank you, character AI. Goodie. I'm always thinking that I should like branch out from my usual haiku fic writing, but then I realized that I don't even have enough strength to finish the haiku fics that I have, let alone start seeing something new. Though when I think about it, maybe if I did something different, then it could potentially go better. Like break the writer's block, so to say. I don't know. I have some Genshin ideas, I have some JJK ideas. Maybe I will get to writing it at some point. I don't think those fandoms are going to be dying anytime soon. So, yeah, I'm not worried about that. So that's a kind of funny story. When I wrote my first and so far last Genshin fanfiction, which was for Alhaitham and Kave. And obviously because it's a popular ship, or pretty popular ship, so after writing for Haikyuu for all those rare pairs, for Kyohaba and Semishira and Kawagata and Taofuta, that have, I know, if you get like 10 kudos in the first 2 days, let's say, or first day, that's a big achievement. And then I uploaded this Alhaitham Kave fanfiction, and I got like 60 kudos on it in the first day, and I was like, ooh, is this what it feels like to write for the popular ships? Like, is this what the Iwaoi and Sakuatsu writers feel whenever they post a fic? That was amazing. I haven't had that feeling since, but it's true that usually when I get the report of kudos I get for on AO3 for the day, usually in 90% this fic is still there, like at least one kudo a day is there. So I'm very happy about that. It's my most successful fic, which is kind of funny because it's very self-indulgent. I was looking for a fanfic with insecure Alhaitham, because usually when one of them is insecure, it's Kave, but I wanted to torture Alhaitham a bit. So I couldn't find it, so I had to write it. And it's my most popular fanfiction. Oh hey, fainting challenge. Oh, that was my... Oh yeah, that was my video / event notebook before I got the official one that I have right now. Yeah, that was the Darusho story I wrote, the first one I ever did. Oh yeah, fainting challenge. I need to keep this because I will use these groups for a different video idea. By the way, fainting challenge fainting in front of the team is going to come back soon. Trust me. It's definitely coming back soon. I'm definitely not procrastinating on it. Same as the long hugs. On my site there make crunches from time to time. Is it happening for anyone else? That's possible because I'm using the phone microphone, unfortunately. I need to buy myself the clip one. even for the reactions, it could probably help a bit, because like the big microphone that I have is great. Like the HyperX one is incredible for the price it costs. But I either need to buy myself the holder, like the crane kind of thing, or I need to get myself the clip-on microphone for the mobile streams, because the sound quality isn't amazing in the phone, obviously, and I don't have any way to use the big microphone for our audio on mobile streams, which sucks, but unfortunately it is what it is. And unfortunately I'm out of money right now, so you will have to survive with this audio for right now. You can do like this at ASMR videos, like putting the mic in a fan. I have an ASMR channel. Unfortunately, I only have one video there, because then it got a little bit too busy and difficult. And I realized that doing ASMR actually hurts my throat a lot, because I have to keep my voice really low. And I unfortunately chose Sherlock Holmes to read for the ASMR. As a non-native English speaker, it's not the easiest thing I did. So I'm going to revive it at some point after I finish with the exams. However, I'm debating if I should keep going with the Sherlock Holmes stuff, or if I should rather choose something easier for me to speak of. So yeah, I need to think about that. Ooh, Pirates AU, Sameshira and Kawagata. That's one of those that I'm really looking forward to writing, but I don't know if I will ever do that. Which is a shame, because that's a solid story waiting to be written. Like, I love that idea. We will see. We will see. This one is... yeah, that's Monster Hunters, which I also should finish. There's so much stuff that I need to finish. It's not even funny. But yeah, I have 3 stories that need finishing. Monster Hunters for Kinkuni, Kyohaba, the bodyguard one, and the Bond, obviously. That's also Kyohaba, the royalty AU. And I'm mad at myself, because like the Monster Hunters is such a good AU. Like, I don't know if it sounds bad for me when I wrote it, but I'm really proud of that AU, because it's interesting, I would say. And the Kinkuni installment should have been the most interesting and like the most horror-like and tense and mysterious one, because like that was the last thing I've been writing. So compared to the Kyohaba that was first in this series, it should have been like 10 times better. And it was at the beginning, like the writing style was much better, because obviously I was getting better throughout the years. And I'm so mad at myself that I didn't finish it yet. I need to do something about it, really. At least finish the Kinkuni one, because it's like enemies to lovers kind of thing, but not really. I'm mad at myself for this one. Okay, what is this thing? Oh, my first writing notebook for fanfictions. By the way, this one is where my fanfiction journey started. Like this and all this is the first Alfuta fanfiction, without which I wouldn't be here. So you can put some thank yous in the chat to this fic, because if it wasn't for this idea, then I wouldn't be here. And you wouldn't have all the stories on this channel to listen to and to enjoy. I'm joking, obviously, but yes. Okay, that's the original Huntress prompts. First semi-shira that I've written. Oh yeah. This is overall like the first of everything. First Kavagelta I wrote. Aw, this is such a throwback. Alfuta week, birthday specials, fluff week. Oh dear God, that's such a throwback. Whew. Better not look at it. 2021. Yeah, this is the first video notebook I had, the big one. Before I rewrote it into the smaller one. Ooh, I have the. Oh yeah, I actually used this right in the Halloween one. That was King Kunyi when Kunimi gets hit on. Oh yeah. Oh, I wrote more than I thought. Interesting, interesting. Oh yeah, Fear series. That's the very beginning of Fear series. That's the Sakuatsu one. I had nightmares ideas. Ooh, interesting. We could do that. We could do like nightmare series. It's crazy how much you wrote into this. Yeah, and most of those never saw the light of the day, unfortunately. I hope Haikyuu fandom on AO3 revives again. Everything I look for are per content, nothing is there. Or I read all of it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But even if the Haikyuu fandom got revived, I'm afraid it's not going to help the rare pair enthusiasts as us. Which is sad, but yeah. I mean, it is what it is. That's why I was so excited about Windbreaker and my favorite ship being, I think, either most popular or second most popular right now. And then I found out that the whole fandom, the whole Windbreaker fandom, has like 90 fics, which is worse than the most of the rare pairs I write for in Haikyuu fandom. But the truth is that Haikyuu fandom is much more established at this point, or was at the point I started writing for it in 2021. So I believe that if the Windbreaker manga / anime is going to gain in popularity, which is going to happen eventually, then I believe the fandom could get like medium size. It's probably not going to get big, but yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm currently writing for some rare pairs. That's what I like to hear. Rare pairs are good. Unless they become an obsession, in which case you will end up like you will end up like me. Not sure if that's like a good thing or a bad thing. Yes, Emishira birthday special. Pretend to get hurt, real injuries. Yeah, what hurt series. Oh, yeah. Restore the fears, I can sleep. Yeah, these are mostly challenges. Actually, I think I have... Yeah, I have like sentences to use, which I never look at. So, maybe for the future. And this one... Oh yeah. I really want to write this one. This is Semishira's single parent semi fic that I thought of in a shower in a hostel in Copenhagen when we were there for our winter vacation with my friend. I made myself cry with this one, and that was only like an idea, the base of the idea, and kind of an outline. I really want to write that one. Didn't get to it for 2 years. Not sure if I will ever get to it. Which is so sad. For some reason, I'm currently writing a fic for Alyssa and Mika because I was bored and found one month ago. Hey, that's how rare pairs are born. And if there's only one thing that's awesome about Haikyuu fandom, it's that you can just randomly put 2 people together, and there will be at least few people who will be like, oh yeah, I can see that. Thank you, I'm shipping this now. That's me with Tanasho, actually. Because I'm pushing my Tanasho agenda on Twitter. And there are people who are genuinely interested in them now, which I find quite magical. By the way, happy news for this. I actually wrote my first Tanasho fic. It's very short. It's for the Haikyuu wedding week that's going on right now on Twitter. It's their wedding day. I wanted to write honeymoon, like follow-up, but I will probably not make it in time. So that's probably going to end up in my works in progress for a long while. However, I'm also writing Tanasho blind date fake, and I have first 6K words, a little over 6K words, which I'm very proud of because that's the most I've wrote outside of video scripts in a long time. So yeah, I'm debating whether I want to share it now or not, because technically it can be taken as a one-shot at this point, but I want it to be much longer, and I don't want it to become fourth story that I start and don't finish, so I will probably finish it and then post like by chapters. But they actually have some cute dynamics. Yeah, definitely. Like that's the magical part of Haikyuu. You can put technically anyone together and they will have some interesting dynamics between them. Let's go for Tanasho. Yes. Let's explore Alyssa and Mika. Oh yeah, definitely. Speaking of love, when will the Yakulev story come out? I'm bad at waiting. Which Yakulev story? I don't think we have anything like part 2. Oh yeah, you mean from the challenges. After the TikTok trends challenge is finished, I will start another challenge, and there will be a resolution for what's currently going on between Yakulev. So in 2 weeks, approximately. or like, yeah, it's Monday, so in 2 weeks. Be right back at my like, Alyssa, what are you doing? Don't hurt yourself. Sadly, there's only mine and someone else's fanfic. I know how you feel. My Tana show fic is going to be the only one on the whole internet. I know how you feel. But hey, take it from the better side. If you are going to post it, then the person who wrote the first one, if they are still around, is going to be incredibly happy that they inspired you to write the same pairing and that they have something to read. Mark my words. I dropped a needle. How do you drop a needle and cut your leg? How did you manage that, please? I don't understand. Like, I am a clumsy person, but I don't think something like that ever happened to me. Ooh. Fun stuff, fun stuff. And my throat is aching right now. I really want to write this Shira. Like, for those of you who don't know me that well, or technically my taste in fanfiction, probably don't know, but I'm a sucker for single parent AUs. And this is like more angsty because, well, I can spoil it because it's not something I will be doing in the near future. But it's that Shirabu and Seme get together after years of not seeing each other, and Seme's kid is like not really happy about the fact that his dad has someone else than his mother, who is horrible, obviously. It's my story. The mother has to be horrible. That's nothing against mothers, of course, but yeah, it's my story and my single parent story. So the mother is horrible, and like Shirabu is trying to find way to the kid, and like even though the kid rejects him all the time, he's still trying to like get along with the kid because he loves Seme and wants to be with him. And it just progresses, and then there is a break in their relationship when Seme gets hurt, and Shirabu, being doctor, saves Seme's life through the kid because he's giving the kid instructions on how to save his dad's life. So that brings them closer. And then it comes out that Shirabu has a heart condition, and that's slowly killing him. And if he wants to survive, he would have to have a really expensive surgery done. So yeah, I'm still not sure how I want to end this, but it's probably going to have a good ending. But the thing that made me cry, I made myself cry with my own idea, which is kind of funny. The thing that made me cry is at the beginning, or before the break in the relationship between Shirabu and the kid happens, there is an option that they could go to Disneyland together, and the kid is saving for that. And the kid is like, I don't want that guy, aka Shirabu, there because it's only for the family. And at the end, when Seme and the kid find out that Shirabu is dying without the surgery, which he can't afford, and the kid just comes to him and gives him the money that he's been saving for the Disneyland, and like asks if that's enough because it's a kid, doesn't have like notion of what money is worth. And like Shirabu is like, no, you can't give that to me. You are saving for Disneyland. It's like, it's a family vacation and you almost have enough. You can't just give it to me. and the kid is like, but if you are not there, then it's not a family vacation. So if it's supposed to be family trip, you have to be there because you are my family. Yes, so I made myself cry through that, which is why I really want to write it, but unfortunately, I can technically remake it with OCs at some point. Maybe. We will see. It's already posted on AO3 and Wattpad. I have a picnic date planned for them. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's okay, I'm known to be very clumsy. One time I tripped on a wire that was attached to a wall. I mean, that's a standard to some extent. Single parent AUs are goated. Yes, they are. Like, if I love something, it's Omegaverse pregnancy AUs, because I like the angst that comes with pregnancy and parenting and all that stuff, and single parent AUs. Combined with whatever there is, but single parent AUs. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Maybe I should read all your stories so I know everything you write. I mean, you can if you want. I have my AO3 posted or linked on my channel. When you go to the main page of the channel, and there is a menu next to the profile picture. There should be a link to my AO3. You should. It sounds like a wonderful story that I would read. Yeah, I know I should. Just because of that one scene at the end. That's the only thing that would keep me going with writing this whole story. Because I really want to write it and make myself cry again. I'm actually capable of making myself cry when I think about it with my own writing. It's kind of embarrassing to admit, but how long has it been? It's been a while. When I was writing a story for school, it was the last creative writing thing we would do in school, in high school. And so me and my two friends who also were into writing decided to just go all out and write the biggest thing we would ever, or not necessarily biggest, but really give our all to the story. And I wrote a story that didn't have dialogues, and it was just one guy that found a lost diary in this old abandoned house and was reading it, and it was a diary of a detective that was solving a case of a serial killer, and was writing a diary because it was taking a toll on him, and his psychiatrist or psychologist advised him to write his thoughts into the diary. And the guy who found the diary was just reading through it and reading how the detective was solving the case, or, well, not really solving, but how they went on about that case and what happened in that case. And at the end, it turned out that the killer was one of the detective's colleagues, and he was still writing as the colleague was going to kill him because he knew too much. So that was one case where I was writing from a POV of a person who knew who was going to die and was still writing to just give the witness testimony, in quotation marks, to the world about what happened in that case. And then the other guy, ages after that, was was reading that diary and realized that he too is going to die because he now knows what the case was about, even though it shouldn't make sense. The ending shouldn't make sense because the killer should have been dead already because it's been years and years, but he still got killed. So that was second instance in the same story that I wrote from a POV of a character that knew was going to die and was still writing, as did the detective. So that kind of took a toll on my health or on my mental state that day. I was very proud of that story. I am still very proud of that story because, yeah, that was probably the best mystery I wrote. It had like an ambiguous ending. It was more to interpretation because it ended with the guy writing pretty much the same thing as the detective did, like just saying that he knows he's going to die. And I added like a newspaper article at the very end where they found this guy's body mutilated in the same way that the the victims of the previous case were found, and all that, because the sign of the killer was that he removed the victim's eyes, and so that guy was found dead without eyes. And the newspaper article ended with, "This never happened in this place or in this area," which shouldn't be, because the detective was dealing with this case or solving this case in the same area. So it was left kind of to an ambiguity, which fortunately my teacher realized that that was the case and actually understood the ending. My parents did not. I best start going. My finals are this month and got one in a day. I'll see you soon. See you soon. Good luck on your exams. Bye bye, Elisa. I'm sorry, I have to go now. I should really get to sleep. Yes, you should. That's tomorrow. All right. Good luck on your tests. Good luck on your exams. See you next time. I hope I didn't bore you to death here. I'm also going to end because my voice is leaving me. I'm talking too much. So yeah, that's the story of my writing, respectively his story of my writing. Yeah, I actually started to rewrite or translate that story into English. I think I could technically make it a bit like expanded, but I think if I added too much detail, it could lose the magic of like being, I don't know how this style is called when it's like composed of diary entries or letters or something like that. It's called somehow. I know it has a name, but I don't know the name right now. Anyway, yes, I think I'm going to end this here and go to sleep too, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to talk tomorrow, which I probably won't be when I listen to myself. So thank you so much for being here today, and hopefully we can do something like this again sooner than in a month. Hopefully. Reading stream, not sure when it's going to happen. New videos on Wednesday and Saturday as usual. And yes, I will see you next time. Bye bye everyone.